Hello there, welcome back or welcome to the channel if it's your first time. I'm Erin Lebax and this is High Value Writing. Last week I taught 3 live workshops for different companies and one question came up every time. How can I spend less time fighting through all the emails I receive? And so that question goes from readers to us as writers. What can we do to help our readers get what they need out of our emails more quickly? And why would we want to, by the way? Well, a happy reader, it's kind of what we want, right? Readers who feel like, ooh, I've been respected here, I can find everything I need, are a lot more likely to be positive about what we say and things like that. So I'm going to respect your time. Let's get right to it. 3 ways to respect people's time quite easily through choices you can make in your writing. And the first one's not too tough. Now, if you're like me, when you've had multiple things to say, you've thought, which order should I put them in? Sometimes it's mysterious and we don't know which order to use. Well, we can always answer that question by thinking of our reader. And to help them save time, we should prioritize what is most needed by them. For example, if I'm writing about weather disasters and my report is going to Californians, I'm going to start with wildfires. If it's going to readers in Florida, I'm going to switch and lead with hurricanes. I'm starting with what is most needed, most relevant, most interesting for my reader. And so anytime you're sending a communication to a reader, maybe you're saying 4 things and you think 2 of them are the most important. It doesn't matter. It matters which ones they think are most important, and we want to give those to them first. Now, we all know we can save a lot of time for our readers by writing concisely, right? We talk a lot about that here at the channel. So just a reminder that the best thing for your readers is to front load the information they need. Now, in the last slide, we talked about front loading the topics, right? Starting with topics that are most needed by them. So sort of on a holistic or macro level, we are front loading that important information for them. We can do the same idea on a sentence level and front load sentences with what's most needed by a reader. Typically, that is who and what information. You've seen it on this channel before. It's the most concise way to write. Let's look at a couple easy ways to do that, though, because you also have another set of choices when you do this. Our before sentence, this is to inform you that. It is a requirement that all new vendors create an online profile. If I want to lead with who and what, I get to make my writing more concise. I get to make my reader learn faster, therefore spending less time with their emails, making them happy and positive. And I also have that opportunity to shift the focus of my sentence based on who I put in that who spot. So with the first example, you'll see I've given the focus right to the reader. This is the invisible or implied you. You, hey you, please create an online profile. Easiest way to learn. I've oriented it right to them. We could make other choices too, though. All new vendors must create a profile. We require. So see how you can shift that focus of who is doing the requiring or doing the creating, etc. So a few things at once in this slide to lead with who and what to inform sooner, but to be careful about who you want to highlight in that sentence and give them even more focus. And lastly, of course, our readers will not need as much time to act on our email if we've made that easy for them. We do not want our readers to have to call us, to have to write back with questions. We don't want that for our own time management either, right? And so for them, we want to make sure we've given them everything so that they can independently act on our email, on our message if needed. So the strategy here is to give the reader what they need. We're still going to do it concisely, but resources are huge. And I'm a fan of hyperlinks. I'm always putting them in my sentences. If you want to read more, you can click it and learn and read more. If you don't want to read more, I'm not making you, right? So instead of you need an online profile, like we learned on the last slide, and that is nice and concise. It's a who, what structure. Nevertheless, it does not provide the reader all the resources and details they need to be empowered to act. So maybe I want to say, please create an online profile through this link, hyperlinking it, by Friday. Now I've added a deadline and a resource. Click here, resource, to create your online profile by Friday again. And then your online profile must include and tell them specifics. So with these adjustments to the sentence, we can see now that that reader is going to be able to move forward independently on their own, thus saving time for both them and you, the writer. All right, please share in the comments, what other tips do you have? What are your strategies for saving time for your readers? I'd love to hear them. All right, we'll talk soon. Have a great day.